Yes, Mr. Chair. As indicated sa accomplishment report po, na-liquidate naman po nila based on confidential expenses.
Tapos ang sinasabi nga ni VP is, and she underscored this, thank you kay April, she underscored this, na inuubos yung pera at panahon actually ng taong bayan, talking about things of, that are political in nature.
What's up mga kababayan, news that matters here. Dito sa video natin ngayon ay ating panonoorin o pakikinggan si Attorney Trixie Angeles mga kababayan. Hindi lamang pala isa ang video na mayroon itong si VP Sara mga kababayan, kundi marami pala ang mga ito, naku naman po. Na malaking tinik ngayon ito, kinatambalos Liza Bonget sa planong pagpapatalsik kay VP Sara. Paano ba naman kasi mga kababayan, wika ni Attorney Trixie na panigurado na kapag nangyari nga itong impeachment na isinusulong ng Kongreso Senado, doon na magsasalba ng ebidensya itong si VP Sara. Nakalinsabay nun mga kababayan, panigurado, marami sa sambayan ng Pilipino ang magugulat at magagalit sa gobyernong bangag na ang direksyon nun mag-people's power na. Iba talaga maglaro ang mga Duterte na sa tingin nyo mga kababayan, ganun-ganun na lamang? Aba, hindi. 32 million ang bumoto kay VP Sara. Hindi pwede na ang bangag na administrasyon ang mamuno sa matagal na panahon. Na ngayon mga kababayan nagsalita na itong Commission on Audit o COA na malinis ang datos ng OVP sa issue na paggastos ng pondo ng 125 million in just 11 days. Na ating bigyang highlight ito mga kababayan.
Yung breakdown po ng expenditure ng 125 million, nasa inyo po sigurado yun. Tama rin po.
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Now, may I know kung saan po nagastos ng Office of the Vice President yung 125 million? Was it spent in accordance with the rules, regulations, and protocol on the expenditure or on the use of confidential funds? Nasunod po ba yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair. As indicated sa accomplishment report po, na-liquidate naman po nila based on confidential expenses.
Narinig nyo yun mga kababayan, na liquidate naman ng maayos ang confidential expenses na binigay nila, na pondo na 125 million pesos na talagang nagamit sa tama in just 11 days. Tapos itong sina Franz Castro, mga buwaya na Kongreso, ang lakas mang Alaska. Kapag naupo itong si VP Sara sa mga hearing, ang kakapal talaga ng pagmumukha.
As required by the Joint Circular po, Mr. Chair.
Ulitin natin mga kababayan
Yung breakdown po ng expenditure ng 125 million, nasa inyo po sigurado yun. Tama rin po.
Tama po, Mr. Chair.
Now, may I know kung saan po nagastos ng Office of the Vice President yung 125 million? Was it spent in accordance with the rules, regulations, and protocol on the expenditure or on the use of confidential funds? Nasunod po ba yun?
Yes, Mr. Chair. As indicated sa accomplishment report po, na-liquidate naman po nila based on confidential expenses as required by the Joint Circular po, Mr. Chair.
At yun na nga mga kababayan, malinaw na may transparency report ang ating Vice Presidente, ngunit sadyang pinupolitika lamang ang kanyang pangalan pagdating sa usapin ng OVP budget sa taong 2025 na talagang iniipit ito at upang maging matagumpay ang agenda nila na pahiyain at sirain ang pangalan ng mga Duterte. Kung kaya naman, hindi ko na patatagalin pa, heto na ang buong video.
Para sa akin, yun yung pinaka-interesting, RV, thank you, about her press conference, her Q&A with the media. Thank you kay Leo Imperial at kay GM. Parang ang sinasabi niya, akala niyo ba kayo lang may bala? Meron din ako. At sinasabi niya, thank you kay Yugi, Chu, at saka kay Paul. At ang sinasabi niya, kumbaga, kasi tirahin niyo ako ng tirahin. Pero it doesn't mean that I'm not going to fire back. So,
Correct.
yun ang maganda, di ba? May bala siya. So, and this is for me, very, very interesting. And very,
Kaya nga tumahol na naman si Trillanes at hindi mapakali dahil alam niya na may nakapagsumbong na dito kay VP Sara. Yun nga lang napakaengot nila at may video pa na napunta sa Vice Presidente. Yari sila ngayon.
how do you call this? Very woman's touch. Parang, she didn't use, di siya nagmumura, she's not making any loud threats, she wasn't yelling, she wasn't even angry. But she said that look at this one, this is interesting. Huh? So, ito yung masaya pa niyan. She doesn't say that that's the only one. She says, merong video. Hindi niya sinabing may isa pa o may ganito. Di kay Ramsey times 5, thank you. In other words, pag sinabi niya may bala siya, hindi rin niya sinasabi na iisang pouch lang yan. Okay. So, yun yung interesting doon. And the nice thing about her is that she's going to push through with that she can supply it. In other words, if it happens, asahan ninyo, may lalabas. She does not make empty promises. Iba si VP Inday sa tatay niya.
Feel ko kapag nangyari itong pagpasa sa impeachment complaint, doon na ilalabas ng mga Duterte ang kanilang galit. At kaalinsabay nun mga kababayan, magagalit rin ang 32 million na bumoto sa kanya. Na baka yun pa maging signal na magkaroon nga ng people's power sa harap ng Malacanang. Sa tingin nyo mga kababayan, anong opinion nyo patungkol dito? Paki-comment nga yung opinion sa ating comment section ng ating mapag-usapan.
Former president, lalaki yan And like any other guy, may bluster yan. Pero yung totoo, may pagkapusong mamon din. Halimbawa, galit siya pagka inaasar siya sa media and all that. But in the end, he never, asked the impeachment of, against VP Lenny. He did not support it. Yung mga pagkakaso and all of that against former politicians, like yung pagkaso kay former President Noynoy Aquino, could have happened. Maraming issues noon, but ayaw niya. Mas pusong mamon. But here, with VP Inday, the circumstances are totally different. Siya yung tinitira. She helped the president become the president, and there's not even an ounce or an iota of respect.
Correct.
Kaya nga sinasabi niya, we were never friends. It's because she can no longer give them the benefit of the doubt. Nakaramdam siya, nakakita siya, and she has been betrayed in a most grievous manner. So para sa akin,
walang utang na loob.
There's a reason kung bakit may statement ngayon si Speaker Martin Romualdez saying na hindi naman natin pwede tanggalan ng buong-buo yung budget ni VP, may importanteng trabaho din naman. Yung iba, bibigay natin sa DSWD kasi lang naman yan, supplemental lang naman yan sa kanila. Pero yung sa we still have to give her a budget, di dapat yan masiro. Sure, as if naman people don't see right through that, di ba? Para naman, talaga. Sabi ni Greetings, sa ginagawa nila kay VP, pinapapanalo nila siya going through 2028. In this situation, si Ann Harot times 23, tsaka si Arnel, thank you very much. She's being attacked continuously, which makes her the underdog from the Crocs, but Filipinos love an underdog. John Stayeda times 2, thank you very much. Nag-hire po sila ng clown. Sa HOR, nagiging katawa-tawa na tayo sa ibang bansa. Mga friends ko na Taiwanese, magulo daw sa atin at ang dami daw krimen. Hi, good evening, Attorney OFW from Taiwan. So, ang noticeable din po dito is that she brings up also something that we have constantly brought up. Nakakaligtaan nitong gobyernong ito, nitong administrasyon, ang basic needs at ang pangangalaga sa taong bayan. Nakalimutan nila ang dahilan nila kung bakit sila inupo. They're not just to engage.
Tama ka doon, Attorney Trixie, sa daming problemang kinakaharap ng ating bansa, ng sambayan ng Pilipino. Inuunahan pa ang pamumulitika sa mga Duterte. Tama ba yun?
In partisan politics. Bruce and Molly, thank you. That's allowed, of course, because you're, Even the Constitution admits of the fact that not the Constitution, the Supreme Court admits of the fact that government officials are political in nature. And so, allowed naman na a certain amount of politicking. But when every day, all that the people see are you going after your political enemies, and there's no leadership being shown by Malacanang, di ba? Ito, ginagawa ng House ito kay VP Inday. Malacanang is complicit by its silence. Hindi nila pwedeng sabihin, we have nothing to do with that. Politiko ka. You're head of your party. You're the highest politician in the country, and you can actually tell these people who are kaalyado, and you can also tell your cousin to cut it out. Time to serve the country. But are they doing that? Obviously not, di ba? They're not doing it because mahal pa rin ang presyo ng pagkain, tubig, kuryente, internet, kulang ang transportation, kulang ang trabaho, kulang sa healthcare, and so on. Sa totoo lang, kulang sa alaga ang gobyernong to. Di nararamdaman. Sasabihin pa nga ng iba ay, bakit kayo nagrereklamo sa taas ng presyo ng bilihin? All over the world naman ganon. Pero dito sa Pilipinas, the economic conditions are such that pag tumataas ang presyo ng bilihin, lumalayo dun sa abot kaya ng ordinaryong mamamayan, and worse, ang yumayaman ay yumayaman na. So there is no trickle-down effect, assuming that you can still claim that the economy is good. Sabi ni Maria Paz, it's getting to be exciting with VP Sara's revelation of a video. Nababaliw na talaga sila sa kakaisip kung paano ma-impeach si VP. So, ayun na nga. But, kumbaga, alam mo yun, parang may may sabotahe. Meron ganito It goes like this. Julian's World says, nakakadismay DOH budget hearing. Ay, nako, on that, I agree. Grabe yan, no? Kasi if may objections or questions pa pina-terminate, biglang naging rapper si Garin to terminate the hearing. So, move! Diba? Bakit ka sumisigaw, ma'am? What's the buzz? Diba? Why was she yelling? She was yelling over the objections. Now, ganito yun. Pag may motion, if there is an objection, you have to divide the House. Meaning, you have to put it to a vote. Instead, itong si Frasco, who was acting speaker at the time, who was presiding officer at the time, says, motion carried, motion moved, and seconded. Hindi dapat tinanggap yung second the motion kasi may objection na. Baliwala na yung, negated yung second the motion because there was an objection. The motion can only be carried if there is no objection. Ay, naku, dapat divide the House yon. Ang sama. And pagka ganun plenary, when you're going to divide the House, pwede muna mag-articulate, this is my stand, Mr. Speaker, and so on. Nagmamadali sila. And I bet that they're going to say, no, we're just in a hurry kasi dapat maipasa ito before recess. Tapos ang sinasabi nga ni VP is, and she underscored this, thank you kay April, she underscored this, na inuubos yung pera at panahon actually ng taong bayan, talking about things of, that are political in nature and not really of consequence. Correct. Thank you kay Ma'am Dalia at kay April. So kumbaga, init na init sila kay VP Sara, pero they are not doing anything to address the situation, such as, but not limited to, yung state of agriculture, Ma'am Dalia, ×4, thank you. Yung kuryente, tubig, internet, yan, mga yan, power, all of these, part of, survival, part of allowing us to survive. In fact, they always have their eye on the next thing, the next elections. Yun lang ang tinitignan nila. The first thing that she mentions that gives us the idea that she's resisting is yung sinabi niya na hindi niya sasagutin yung mga young guns. Ewan ko ba kung why they thought that would be a good idea to call themselves young guns. You know why? Because there's so many allusions towards guns that are not safe for work. Kumbaga. Anong sabi nila? When you have a big gun, it's called compensation. Anyway, or in some instances, when they say you have a small gun, it means, well, never mind. Okay. So, she says that she does not need to answer to these congressmen, but she needs to answer to the 32 million who voted for her. But it's not just the 32 million kasi tinanong naman sa kanya, so, okay, you don't know me, thank you times 2, tsaka kay JR times 3. Thank you rin kay GM. So, ang sinasabi naman niya, nung tinanong ng, during her press conference, tinanong siya na, ma'am, na, di ba may mga loyalists daw na hindi na sila part ng 32 million. Sa akin, wala na yun. Thank you kay Wins Marasigan times 4. Ano yung sagot niya? Well, ang sinasagot niya is she still has that mandate that was given to her. Kahit wala na yung 32 million na yun, kahit yung may nabawasan na sa 32 million na yun, yung mandato ay binigay pa rin by virtue of the vote. So she has no choice but to abide by it. Times 10, Wins Marasigan. Thank you. So, thank you uli kay GM. And then next, she mentions about yung impeachment at saka yung two tracks. Impeachment on one end, resignation on the other end. And so again, she mentions that she was given a mandate. And that mandate, kumbaga, she's not going to give up her position because she was placed in office by at least 32 million people. Thank you kay Delgo. Ano pa yung reason kung bakit iniisip ko, GM, thank you times 2, kung bakit iniisip natin na may resistance na? She mentions another person. Not really a video, but another person. Okay? Sandali lang, magpapasalamat lang ako na-overwhelm ako. Thank you kay GM, kay Jello, San, kay GM ulit, kay Jello times 5, kay GM times a lot, apparently. Thank you ulit kay GM for like 10 million times. Maraming salamat po. Okay. And thank you ulit kay Ma'am Dalia for power hugs times 10, kay JR Roses times 3, and uli kay GM times like 1 million. Alright. So because she mentions another person, na kapag yung isang person na yun, mayroon pang meron siyang sagot doon. Thank you kay Jelosan, kay Divina Columbano, at kay Red Dragon. So, she said it in such a nice way that some of the media may have missed it. Pero ang sinasabi niya, ito yung sagot. Iniintay niya na magsalita yung tao na yon. Thank you kay Red Dragon. Ang sinasabi niya, may sagot na and parang may video. So, kasi nang tinanong siya, pulveron ba ito? Sabi niya, iba pa yon. So, it points us in a certain direction and towards certain group of people and actually to a certain person. So, marami yung maraming clues doon. What basically she's saying is, okay, you can keep doing this. But if you stray into a certain area, may sagot ako dyan. So what is that? It's not a threat. It's a promise. It's a cause and effect. Pag may nangyaring ganito, may ganitong consequence. Okay? At meron siyang personal knowledge about it.